Hey, it's your old pal Tim here, talking about another wonderful Wednesday WOD. We're going to work on some skills today, and so that's going to bear some explanation. But first, real quick, I won't go into detail about today's strength other than to say that while we do have accessory work today, and that's not new, what is new this cycle about today's strength is just the format. It's going to be done in an EMOM format, which means we've listed out 3 different movements. We've got videos that you can go and check out, and each one of those movements has a prescribed volume, and you do that volume of that movement on a minute, right? So the first movement, first minute, second movement, second minute, third minute, or third movement, third minute, and then we just keep doing that for all 12 minutes, which means we're going to go through this 4 different times. So just know, like, we're keeping you on a schedule today, and you finish your reps, and the time remaining in that minute, you guys know how EMOMs work, but the time remaining in that minute is yours to basically the transition to the next thing. And this is going to help us with equipment and logistics and all of that stuff to stay on task. Now, we got 12 more minutes of work to do in the workout. Now, the idea or the concept of AMRAP repeats is not uncommon for us. So we have something like AMRAP repeats today. It's 3 separate AMRAPs, except normally when we program AMRAP repeats, there's going to be some form of rest built in. There is no rest built in today. All right, so keep that in mind. That's the big thing about today's workout. The thing or the common feature, the common movement between these 3 AMRAPs, which are all happen to be couplets, are pistols, something we've been working at quite a bit this cycle. So today's no different. We got more of those to do. The first AMRAP, 4 minutes long. Yes, it has 8 pistols, which is actually 4 per side, but the other thing it starts with chest to bar pull-ups, which you, of course, have to or should view as no more advanced than chest to bar pull-ups. Now, we promised at the beginning of this cycle that we'd have pull-ups every week. So this is your pull-up version this week. Remember, we're gonna have Fran coming up in a couple weeks, and so that Fran is gonna be chin to bar. So hey, you guys, don't feel like you're getting the short shrift today if you end up doing chin over bar pull-ups, because that's what we're practicing for anyway. It's just that for those people who can do chest to bar, we want them to do that because it's like swinging a heavier bat for a baseball player. You work out at chest to bar now, and then those chin over bars is gonna feel even more nice later on. Now, if you have to chip away at those pull-ups today, why not, right? It's only the first AMRAP, so you only have 4 minutes at this. If you want to get a better workout, you scale. If you don't want to get a better workout and you have pull-ups and you'd rather work on that movement, then do that. I'd rather see, if you can get through a set of 8 just as pretty quick singles, then do that. That's okay. Don't immediately jump to modification. Now, as I mentioned, there's no built-in rest. So as soon as that first 4 minutes comes to an end, you go right into the next 4 minutes, which is the same thing, except that chest to bar is now handstand push-ups, which we've spent a lot of time on knowing how to modify. So hopefully you know how to modify that now, or what your best modification or most challenging modification is going to be today. And then the third version of this AMRAP is going to be ring dips. So, we have multiple ways to scale or modify ring dips. First is, most beginner would be on a box doing box dips. Those are challenging enough. Another way to do this would be banded ring dips. Yet another modification method that people tend to opt for from time to time is using the horns or the straight bar deadlifting unit that we can attached to the rig. Now, only one person can do that, so you'd have to kind of work that out with your coach, but it is an option for some people some of the time. Just throwing it out there. Okay, so the only thing logistics wise that we got to know about today is if it's a big class and everybody wants to do ring dips and has the ability to do so, then some people might need to flip-flop when they do the ring dip version of the workout or the AMRAP, and when they do the handstand push-up, they can just flip-flop those 2 AMRAPs. We'll take 3 separate scores on the board today. Basically, your scores from each of the different AMRAPs should keep you nice and nice and going. I want you to make sure that you've got a modification picked out for the pistols that's going to help you both work on strength of that leg and also depth of that leg. There's many different options available to us, but one option that we don't have is like just do a half, quarter, eighth squat with one leg and call that a pistol. That's not an option. We'd rather you like sit down to a box on one leg and do your best to stand up from that box. Multiple ways that you can utilize a box in service of getting closer to pistols, whether it just be isolated step ups or isolated step downs, or dangling my foot from the box, lowering myself on one leg and then using the other leg to help stand up. There's a million different ways. Your coach will know them all. I don't even have to say that because we've been working on pistols a lot this cycle. So good luck with that. My scores are on the board. Not bad. It's fun. Fun workout. Enjoy.